Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode with me, Shashank Odappa, and I hope you guys are okay because the market basically has fallen almost 600 points from its high. And in today's episode, we're going to quickly look at the weekly street pulse. We're going to understand what happened in this entire week. And what we're also going to do is we're going to look at some very interesting small cap companies that are on the verge of breakout. Now, also, please note, none of this is a buy or sell recommendation, and it is only for you to understand and learn from this as well. Okay. So without wasting any more time, let's quickly begin the session. Now, if you look at the top gainers and losers in the indexes today, as you know, the index has been falling quite a bit for a long time. And it has nothing to do with anything, right? Because the global markets were actually doing well, but India weirdly has decoupled itself from the global markets. And if you see that our market has not been doing well, the only thing that has been doing well in our markets in this entire week was the Nifty PSU index or the public sector banks. And they have been coming out with phenomenal results. NBFCs have coming out with good results. And that is the only thing that has sustained our entire market, right? Nasdaq recently took a nice dip. Asian markets also took a dip. Because Nasdaq took a dip, Japanese market and the South Korean market also took a dip. Kospi took a dip as well. And this is a small problem for the entire global world because a lot of people are now fearing this entire AI bubble that a lot of people are talking about. But for India, it's okay because I don't think a huge spillover effect will be there. But yes, there will be some kind of a spillover effect, right? Now, coming to the buzzing stock of today, there's a company called GPPL, which is Gujarat Pipavav Port Limited. And this basically gave a very good gap up of 4% today. And it has sustained a very well correction also because earnings are a thing of the past right now, right? So that is number one. Now, another company that is gaining strength in the market is ICICI GI, which is ICICI General Insurance. Now, if you look at all the other insurance companies, whether it's general or life, they have been setting up really well and something that we have been seeing. So this is a company that's been forming a sort of tightness. There was a huge green candle bar with highest ever volume in the year. HVY was there. And now it is sustaining that gap as well. So it is very prime for a breakout very soon. Another company that lost the momentum even after good results and a buyback announcement was eClerx. Now eClerx has very good momentum leading up to the result. The result was not bad. It had given a long base. It did give a breakout, but it did not sustain the breakout. And many traders or swing traders would have got trapped here because there was no indication of a fall, right? And if you can see, the tightness was building, but it did get 3 days of rejection from that resistance zone. And then it took a very big fall in the next 2 days, right? Now, coming to India, what happened in Nifty 50? As you can see, we have fallen down quite drastically and we have beautifully taken support today of the 50-day EMA, right? Perfect support of 50-day EMA. But I would still not say we're back into an uptrend. We are still in a downtrend. We might have a small pullback to maybe 25,600. And if we cannot go above 25,600, as you can see that bar we have marked, if it doesn't go above 25,650, then it will just go there, take a test, and then start going back down even further. And that is not a good sign. But let's see, if we break out, then the reversal will be very sharp because a lot of people today are sitting on the short position. Next, we have the Nifty small cap. As you can see, Nifty small cap was very close to the 200-day moving average as well. It broke the 50-day moving average, took a retest at 50-day moving average, but again the green candle that it made, even though it does look like a very good bullish move coming from the day low of today, does not seem to be a very strong green candle yet on the Nifty small cap. Coming to Nifty PSU, as I told you, it's been one of the best leading sectors right now, and it is just rallying, and it is going up, and it is in fact moving on its 10-day moving average, which is very insane, right? But it's doing really well, and most of the PSU banks, if you can see, have been doing well. In fact, even in our Fluid Q small case, we had some PSU banks that have actually helped us with a good amount of momentum in the Fluid Q basket. In fact, I think today the basket had gone up quite a bit from the index, right? So it deviated very well from the index. But this is something that is going on with the entire PSU thing, right? Momentum is there in the PSU market right now. Now, coming to the next one, if you look at the Nifty 50 heat map, nothing great. If you see the big red is coming in Bharti Airtel, almost 4.5% down. This is because one of their promoters recently sold a very big chunk, I think around 10,500 crores. And we have updated it in the small case WhatsApp group as well. So if you're a part of the small case and you've not come to a WhatsApp group, please send me an email at support@shashankodappa.co.in. I will add you to the WhatsApp group. We give at least 3 to 4 updates every single day on this, right? Nifty next 50, in fact, is doing much better. And you can see again, finance is doing so well. You see Chola is doing well, Canara Bank, Punjab National Bank, most of the banks are doing well. Bajaj Holdings took a nice dip today, right? But all of these companies are doing really well. Now, coming to some very interesting updates, and then we will go into the top 5 small cap companies that are doing breakout also, right? Now, if you look at the update right now, retail sales hit an all-time high. Obviously, the entire market has been doing well. Rural India boosted October auto sales. Two-wheeler sales up 52%, passenger vehicle up 11%, three-wheeler up 5%, commercial vehicles actually up 18%. So next quarter, we might see good results coming from the commercial vehicle segment, right? EPAG Prefab, this is a company that recently demerged itself or kind of listed as well. But this is in the PEB space, pre-engineered buildings, which has been doing a lot of rounds on Twitter, and a lot of people are very bullish on it. So this again has got a good amount of orders coming in from this segment. Apart from this, NBCC bags a 350 crore project management order from Heavy Vehicles Factory. And jewelry sales, finally, the Titan's 9-month jewelry sales growth likely better than the first half. So there is some revival. And if you look at Titan, even Titan is making a very good base right now. And it is almost on the verge of a breakout as well, right? Coming to S&P 500, they have given a close below the 20-day moving average after a very long period of time. Because if you look at the entire history of S&P 500, it's been doing so well. It's in some crazy momentum. And now it is looking like the correction is going to start. But US market, nothing we can say. Anytime it goes down and goes up, right? What are some interesting stocks that are under the spotlight? Crowd is one of the companies. It is sustaining its price well, although the market fell very aggressively. Crowd is sustaining itself. So strong price action is looking at from this point of view. Apart from this, gold miners gain a lot, and this is something that we also were very bullish on US rate cut hopes and government shutdown was because gold miners, I recently saw a video where in Australia the gold mining companies were doing phenomenally well, and that translated into every gold miner across the world because the capex cost that they put to mine this gold was put 3-4 years ago with the old price of gold, and now the cost of operations is pretty much the same, but the revenue impact has become almost 2x or 3x, so their margins have become amazing, right? So all of this is happening right now, one by one. Coming to breakout stocks for next week, we are looking at MCX creating a very good pullback. We saw BSC doing a breakout today. HLE Glass is also looking very interesting. Carousel is looking interesting. SMS Pharma is looking interesting. And all of these look very interesting for the next week. Now, coming to the 5 small cap breakout stocks. Again, please note this is only and only for learning, not for buying or selling. So please track it if you want, but don't take positions in this, okay? The first company that we're looking at, very interesting from a techno funda perspective, is Parag Milk. Now, Parag Milk has made a nice base here, and we recently saw another company in the similar space called Hatsun Agro that came out with a very good breakout and a very good result. I think 20% up it went at that point. So we're waiting for Parag Milk to come with their result as well. And if you look at Parag Milk, it is also doing well from a fundamental standpoint because their protein game, which is Avatar Protein, it's been all over the internet right now, which I think I spoke in one of the previous videos, where they're sponsoring almost every TV reality show, right? They were a part of Roadies, they were a part of Rise and Fall, almost everything was there, and they're doing a huge influencer marketing campaign as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they actually catch up. Another very good company that recently broke out, DCB Bank. So here you have to wait for the retest and then see how it plays out. But again, it's in a leading sector, a strong sector as well, and all banking companies have broken out. So DCB Bank has just broken out from its mini base. Banks are acting very nicely in this market, and this again looks very interesting. And also you can see that volumes are supporting this. If you look at the bottom here, the volumes are supporting this breakout as well. So that is a good sign. Now, coming to another techno funda pick, this is on a weekly chart. This is a company called Precision Wires. Again, it has broken out from a multi-week base and is now retesting with a slight pullback. Only problem is the volumes are not visible here. And if volumes are low, then the breakout might be fake. So that is something that we need to check. But if the volumes are good and the breakout sustains, then it can start a new leg of momentum or might go into stage 2 as well, right? A very interesting company that broke out this week and has also come back to retest, and that is a company called Knowledge Marine and Engineering. Again, in a good sector, recently breakout happened with good volume as well. Volume is sustaining. Pullback also happened, waiting for an inside bar candle. And then if it breaks out from that range of 2,900, this would look very interesting going forward, right? Coming to another company, which is the 5th company called Vintage Coffee and Beverages. Now, Vin Coffee has finally broken out from its IPO base. It has been creating its IPO base for a very long period of time. And its peer, the CCL products, also came out with very strong numbers. Hence, all the coffee companies and the similar space are also doing well. And if you look at this, the setup looks very, very, very interesting from a long-term standpoint. And if you had looked at the CCL result, they have actually done Continental Coffee. They have actually done very well in their entire result as well. So these are some things that you definitely need to look at. Now, going forward to next week, what do we look at? Number one, we are looking at the meltdown that is happening in US. I don't know if it will sustain. Usually it never sustains, but if it sustains, it can create a good opportunity for people who are investing in the US, right? That is number one. India, I don't see why we're going down. I don't see why it's constantly going down. I feel it is just some profit booking. And hopefully if it crosses 25,650, then we should be in a very good zone from a trend reversal standpoint. And then we might have enough power to even go and break all-time high before March. Okay, I believe that we should break all-time high before March 2026. Plus the budget is also going to come in, and the budget will be obviously very favorable. Hopefully they should remove the LTCG or LTCG, one of that, because the market participation has to come back with FIIs. And with US not doing well, there's a very high chance that the money can start flowing into the Southeast Asian markets, right? The only problem that I am seeing here about money flowing into Southeast Asian markets right now, and I'll just show it to you, is basically the fact that if I go and open my global watch list and I look at the Brazilian market has actually been doing really well, and it's very, very, very strong from a standpoint, right? Which is definitely not a good sign for us because people would rather put their money there. Because even Bitcoin is not doing well. Bitcoin also broke 200-day moving average. US market is not doing well. So money has to start flowing in here, right? Even the German market the USD dollar is also slightly recovering. So that is also okay. As I showed you, Nasdaq is not doing, it's coming down slowly. So this is something that is good. But for us to do really well, our market has to also start doing well. So we need some more catalyst in the market. And whatever the GST cut did, it did give that initial boost, but hopefully it sustains the momentum, and this is just a one-time thing. The results of the company have also been great, so it's not been bad at all. So all in all, a very good thumbs up, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys like this. I will see you guys soon, again next week as well. Okay, this is me, Shashank Garupa, signing off. Take care. See you guys. Bye-bye.